T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1.
The Houston Texans select C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson Jr.,
Amen Thompson,
Jabari for three and the win.
What it do, H-Town? I'm your dreadhead host, Hot Topic TV, and I appreciate y'all joining me on Everything H-Town Sports Debate Show. And the Houston Texans defeat the New Orleans Saints when the Saints go marching out of NRG Stadium. And we're going to talk about C.J. Stroud game. It was a little up and down game, but he still played well enough for us to win. And the defense stopped the New Orleans Saints on major downs, on third and fourth down plays. H-Town, get your listening ears ready, strap up your boots, and let's go. Welcome back, H-Town, welcome back. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with your boy on Everything H-Town Sports Debate Show, and I appreciate it. Your time is valuable, so I'm finna hit you with the juice, like head coach DeMeco Ryans usually say. But today, the Houston Texans beat the New Orleans Saints. I mean, it was a nail biter all the way to the end by a final score of 20-13. C.J. Stroud, he played an okay game, but he played well enough as a rookie to make sure that we got the W at the end.
Let's go. That's a W. That's E1.
To make sure that we was eating W's at the end, like Jameis Winston. Matter of fact, Jameis Winston was the backup quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. So we right back at you, Jameis Winston. We eat W's. But let's back to the show, man. On today's rundown, man, we want to talk about the defense of the Houston Texans. I mean, those guys came up at plenty of critical moments on third and fourth downs. Also, head coach DeMeco Ryans called a hell of a game defensively. And the offense ran the ball much better, 10 times better than they have this whole season. And a big part of it was Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary looked good in this offense. He actually looked great, everybody. And that guy was finding the holes. He was shifty. He would get to the outside. He would get to the inside. He would find 4, 5, 6 yards every time he touched the ball. And I love what he did. Dameon Pierce did better, man, but he was still kind of doing some of the Dameon Pierce things that he did, that he'd been doing all season. But he looked better. The rushing yards was a lot better. Everything was a lot better today. The only thing, the offensive passing game, it was pretty good. But we had no Tank Dell. We had no over-the-top, just blow you out the water type threat. But we managed to win. C.J. Stroud played well. And everything came all together for a W. And I like the way Steven Nelson balled out. He missed a few interception attempts, but Steven Nelson balled out. H-Town, we going into the bye week with a W. The Saints came marching in, and they went marching right back out of NRG Stadium, and I'm pumped. And these are the post-game reactions directly after the game. So if I seem like I got a ton of energy, I do, because I'm happy that H-Town put another dub up. We 3-3. We match our win total of all last year in only 6 games, baby. So we on our way to being better. Head coach DeMeco Ryans has changed this organization around. H-Town, here's some of the numbers directly after the game. By the numbers, each quarterback, each running back, how the teams fared on first down, third down, whatever. Here's some of the numbers from today's game. And as far as the quarterbacks go, Derek Carr and C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud was 13 for 27, 199 yards, 2 touchdowns. He finally threw his first pick, everybody. I know everyone that's a Texan hater is happy he threw an interception. I'm kind of glad it's over with. The streak is over with, but God was still on his side. That guy is a man of God, and immediately after he threw a pick, we got the ball back because of strips from Nico Collins. So God is on his side. He threw his pick. It's out the way. As far as Derek Carr goes, the quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, he was 32 of 50. The guy threw the ball 50 times and still lost. 353 yards, 1 touchdown, and a pick as well. So both of the quarterbacks had a turnover as far as throwing an interception. As far as the running games and the running back goes, The leader for the Houston Texans was Devin Singletary with 12 carries, 58 yards. Alvin Kamara, he was pretty much held in good check as well, but he had 19 carry, 68 yards. Wasn't too explosive. They just kept running, 3-4 yards here and there. He had a couple pops, but it wasn't anything major to where he just can, it can be back-breaking for the Houston Texans defense. Chris Olave, he had 7 receptions for 96 yards. Nico Collins, 4 receptions for 80 yards. So pretty much, man, dude, this was a neck-and-neck game. This game was pretty the Houston Texans controlled it from the beginning, but the Saints kept themselves in it and kept it close all the way until the fourth quarter. So at the last few minutes of the game, it was a nail-biter. It was truly a nail-biter because the Texans had to make a stop. They was put in the same position that they was last week against the Falcons, to where the offense had the lead and the defense had to make a stop. And those guys stepped up and played well. As far as Jonathan Kennard and Will Anderson Jr., those guys played well at pushing everything back in, stopping the run. Those guys was putting pressure on Derek Carr. The defensive line as a whole looked much better than they did last week. The linebackers, man, Cashman is a baller. Blake Cashman is a baller, man. That dude there, man, is setting himself up for a nice little contract to stay with the Houston Texans. But that guy has been balling out. He's the best coverage linebacker we have. That guy is, he's a heat-seeking missile. He's running, putting his pads and helmet on anything that moves. So I'm loving what Blake Cashman is doing. As far as a whole, the defense, they let him get a few yards, but a lot of times when they got to third and fourth down and the Saints had to convert, the Houston Texans defense held up. We stopped them. A couple times the Saints missed field goals. A couple times. So it was just the Houston Texans day, however you would call it. I believe in God and I believe in football gods. It's all the same God. It's only one God. But God was shining the light down on the Houston Texans. And I love what we did as far as just holding up, man. Just getting in the red zone, stiffen up, not let these guys just get anything they want like we seemed to let Desmond Ridder do last week. This guy carved us up. He looked like Tom Brady, like I said last week. And this guy is probably losing right now. He was losing the last time I checked. That should have been a win for the Texans, but we're talking about the Saints right now. So the Saints came marching into NRG Stadium, and they went marching right back out. And I have a lot of family members, a lot of friends that are Saints fans, and they love it, and they love that team, and I love my team. And guess what? They're going to go home with the big L. And we AWs. We AWs. H-Town. It's your boy Hot Topic. It's been real, and peace.